Happy Thursday, Mindset Millionaires. I hope that all of you guys are doing absolutely amazing. Listen, I'm a little, I'm not all there in this video because I just did a 6-minute video and TikTok deleted it. So I'm a little frustrated about that. But we're going to go ahead and get this done, okay? So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about adjusting your mindset in 2024. So I don't know how many of you did my 30-day mindset challenge in 2023 in December. But if you did not do that, that's totally fine. It's a new year, new beginnings, new you, okay? So how can you adjust your mindset in 2024? Last year, I had several people reach out to me and ask me, how do I change my mindset? What do I need to do? How do I make an adjustment? A mindset change is so important because mindset is everything. If we don't have the mindset to do whatever it is, we won't do it, right? So discipline is giving yourself a command and then following through. So I need all of you guys to be disciplined in the area of changing and adjusting your mindset for this new year. So give yourself this command, let yourself know, hey, we're doing this year. It is what it is. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to become the best and the highest version of myself. So let's go ahead and chat about how you can adjust your mindset in 2024. All right? So the first tip is I want you to focus on setting realistic goals, right? So typically at the beginning of the year, people are setting, New Year's resolutions, right? I don't set a New Year's resolution because I'm a goal-oriented person, period, right? So for me, it's weekly goals, it's monthly goals, it's goals for the year. I would recommend not setting a New Year's resolution simply because there's so much stigma related to the word New Year's resolution to where it has, to me, created a mindset in people that, hey, I'm just going to start this thing and then I'm not going to go through with it. I'm not going to finish it. Like that's typically when you think of a New Year's resolution, like that's what you think of, right? Everybody's in the gym, from January to March, and then everybody falls off and they never reach their goal, right? Or you say you're going to do something different, and then eventually 3, 4, 5, 6 months in, you're not doing it anymore. So I would definitely recommend not setting a New Year's resolution because you don't want to subconsciously go in with that mindset of not finishing. So focus on setting realistic goals. Set your goal for the month, for the year, for the month, and then set micro goals each and every week on what you need to do to accomplish that big macro goal. All right. Also, I want you guys to cultivate a positive outlook. While you're going through this mindset change, it's not going to be easy. I've said that several times. It's really going to mess with you mentally because you're changing the structure, you're changing circuits in your brain. And things that you've always done, you're going to be adjusting those things to not do them, i.e. yelling at your children, going off on your coworker, driving with road rage, whatever that thing is for you that you feel like you need to adjust. When you start to not do those things or you start to stop yourself, you start to become self-aware, your brain is going to be like, and your body specifically is going to be like, what is going on here? Typically when this person comes in our face, we go off on them. Or when this person cuts, in front of us in the checkout line, we're steering them up and down or calling them all kinds of names in our heads. Like when you start to adjust that, your body is going to be like, what is going on? So you have to make sure that you stay positive during this time because you may actually have some withdrawal symptoms. Like honestly, you may have some withdrawal symptoms because you have made this mindset is a habitual habit for you. You have made these reactions a habitual habit. So when you begin to starve your body of that habit that's not serving you, you may encounter withdrawal. So I need you to stay positive during this time, okay? I also need you to embrace change. Why? Because you're going through a lot of bodily changes. Like I said, you're going to start to feel kind of negative. You're going to start to feel like what's going on in my body because you're making those changes. So in order to thoroughly get through the change that you're making and to stay positive, you have to embrace the change. So even before you start adjusting your mindset in 2024, embrace that you're going through a change and that it is okay. Okay. So it may not feel good in this moment, but if you get to the other side of what you're going through, it's going to be great. All right. I also need you to prioritize self-care. I'm going to say that again. Prioritize self-care. Prioritize self-care. Why is self-care so important during this season of adjusting my mindset? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because you're going through a chemical imbalance change. You're balancing some of your chemicals in your body. You may be even balancing some hormones, honestly, now that I think about it. But that's for another professional. But you want to prioritize self-care. You want to intentionally put self-care days on your calendar because your body is going to be going through a lot of emotional changes, adjustments. Your brain circuits are adjusting and changing. You're rewiring some circuits in your brain to create a new neural pathway so that you can begin to do things the way that you want to do them and not how you've always done them. So during this time, you have to take really good care of yourself and be intentional about that. Set that, that soft music on, light those candles, run you a nice hot bubble bath. Take yourself out to dinner, go buy an item that you've been looking at for a while that's going to make you feel really good and happy to purchase, but of course, keep your finances, in mind when doing so. But prioritize self-care for yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Intentionally prioritize self-care. All right. And then I also want you guys to reflect on your values and consistently challenge negative thoughts. You're going to have negative thoughts. I have people ask me all the time, how do I stop the chatter in my mind? How do I stop the chatter? We can't. We're human, we're flesh, we're in our flesh. You cannot stop you don't want to stop it, or if you're living, okay? You don't want to stop your brain from working. You don't want to stop the chatter, okay? Because if you stop the chatter, then that means that you're out of here. You clocked out, okay? So what you want to do is you want to challenge those negative thoughts. So when you feel a thought that is negative, don't accept that thought. There was a time where I thought that I had to accept each and every thought that came into my mind until I learned better. So you have to challenge those negative thoughts when they come to you, because it's not if they'll come, it's when they will come. And so you have to denounce those things. Don't accept it. Don't allow it to saturate into your subconscious mind, because at that point you've accepted it. So before it reaches your subconscious, you have to consciously denounce it or reject that negative thought so that you can continue to take care of yourself mentally while you're on this mindset adjustment journey for 2024. All right. So let me know in the comments what stood out to you the most. What step do you plan to implement first? And I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys are going to adjust your mindset in 2024. All right. Have a great day.